The tow truck arrived, but it was already too late. Karen Wexley, HOA vice president, was standing on the sidewalk with a bow on her head, filming herself next to my 2022 Ram 1500 and claiming it was a community donation for her son Braden. I, Miles Gart, a diesel mechanic, was inside the truck, sipping coffee and recording her through the windshield. I rolled down the window just enough to let the electric whir of the motor interrupt her monologue. "I'm literally inside the truck, Karen," I said calmly. Her face cycled through shock, indignation, and fury. She shrieked, "This is theft. You're stealing from my son." This truck was legally transferred to Braden through proper HOA channels. As she fumbled to dial 911, accusing me of grand theft auto, I calmly called my cousin Derek at the state attorney's office. I lived in Crimson Pines, a suburb ruled by thick HOA bylaws and people with opinions about everything. Karen, a self-proclaimed lifestyle coach and mother to the 24-year-old man-child Braden, who suffered a traumatic e-bike burnout incident, had been obsessed with my meticulously maintained truck. She felt the vehicle, which I kept clean and sometimes sat and used in my driveway for days, was being wasted and should be redistributed to her son. My initial indifference broke her, escalating her harassment. HOA notices, accusing the truck of being a commercial vehicle, leaking hazardous materials on pristine concrete, and causing emotional distress to residents. Violation stickers, dousing my truck with industrial-strength adhesive stickers citing excessive chrome intimidation and failure to register vehicle emotions with the HOA. Psychological warfare, parking her Suburban inches from mine and forcing Braden to walk past and stare longingly at the truck. The big lie, listing my truck for sale on Facebook Marketplace at half its value, using my address, which forced me to take a day off work to deal with angry potential buyers. The final straw was the oversized birthday card she left, addressed to Braden, with a poorly photoshopped image of my truck inside. Her delusion was total. She believed her own propaganda. When the two police officers arrived, Karen immediately rushed them with a forged bill of sale, demanding my arrest. I provided Officer Martinez with my actual title, registration, a copy of the cease and desist letter I had sent Karen, and the security footage proving she had created the fake listing. Officer Martinez examined her bill of sale. My name was misspelled, Mills Gernhard, the VIN was wrong, and the signature was obviously forged, a fact easily compared to my driver's license. While he was examining the evidence, his radio crackled, a message from the state attorney's office, courtesy of Derek, about the situation. The officer stepped away for the call. He returned and informed Karen that forging legal documents was a felony and she was under investigation for filing a false police report, forgery, and attempted grand theft auto. Braden, summoned by his mother for moral support, chose that moment to betray her, mumbling to the officers that he didn't really need a truck. The officers confiscated Karen's documents as evidence and issued a stern no-contact order. The subsequent investigation proved devastating. HOA misappropriation. Forensic accounting revealed Karen had misused over $15,000 in HOA funds over 3 years. She submitted reimbursement requests for community improvement projects that were actually personal purchases for Braden, a new PlayStation, comic convention Uber rides. Theft and coercion. She had a pattern of coercing elderly neighbors into donating their property to Braden, laptops, gaming chairs. The evidence also revealed a group text where she and her supporters discussed acquiring neighbors' assets through HOA manipulation, including the Chen's riding mower and the Williams RV. The evidence, the metadata on the fake truck documents and the forged bill of sale traced directly back to her computer. The HOA board immediately suspended and then formally censured Karen. She tried to speak at the next board meeting but was cut off by President Frank, who cited the ongoing criminal investigation. The state attorney's office, using Karen's blatant felonies and the clear pattern of abuse, pursued aggressive charges. Karen was charged with multiple felonies including forgery, misappropriation of HOA funds, and attempted grand larceny. The woman who tried to quote Karl Marx while stealing a truck was facing the full force of the law, her life sentence of self-entitlement finally leading to her absolute ruin.